Tim, what does it mean to you to win your 400th game as tech coach?
I hadn't really thought about it. Sometimes I wonder, all the way back to Scott Lay's field and every SID we've had, like where they come up with those numbers and who's keeping track and all that stuff. What it means, we've had a lot of really good baseball players, and we've had, obviously we've had a good staff and a lot of good support.
So they didn't do anything for you downstairs they didn't bring you a cake or anything?
No. Hopefully we don't start celebrating those. Hopefully we wait till you really win something.
Is there any update on Owen Washburn?
I think he dislocated his elbow. So that'll be a while.
On the subject of injured outfielders, what's the latest on Dylan? Any idea of how?
Yeah, he's tracking balls with a glove on his right hand. Really good. In other words, he's still got a cast on his left hand.
So it's not gonna.
I guess you could use him technically like that if you wanted to just go catch the ball, and you could use him as a runner if you really wanted to. And sure, we'll get to that point at some point, but it was going to be, I feel like it was going to be at least 6 weeks, maybe 8.
Coach, can you just talk about Zach Vulitich's day? 4 hits, couple stolen bases, just pretty good play in the infield as well.
Yeah, I mean, really had to, get in there and play second base today. Green wasn't feeling right today, and so kind of gave him. Blue was going to be in the lineup either way. He had good at bats last night. It's always cool when when guys aren't in the lineup and then they get the opportunity and they jump in there and they make something happen and extend at bats and hit the ball hard, run the bases good, and really proud of the way he handled that.
Can you elaborate on why Austin was out? You say he wasn't feeling right.
Just wasn't feeling right. No, I mean, I can't really elaborate. He just didn't feel right.
How long might he be out?
I would think he'd be fine Monday.
Okay.
I would think.
Coach, what did you see from the pitchers of this series?
Yeah, thought both those guys threw the ball good in game 2 today. Thought Molina threw the ball good. Beckel threw the ball good. Jace Lopez came in and got us out of a little bit of a jam there in the 8th. That was a big moment in that game. And then Freed pretty much threw a clean 9th, if I remember right. So always makes it easier when you pitch and play defense. It's a lot funner game to watch when you do that.
Can you speak to the importance of the Stanford series opportunity, what you guys
Yeah. I don't know. I saw their first 2 scores. I think they were back at Coach Esker's old home. They were at Cal. I know they won the first 2 games. There's a lot of guys on that team that were here a couple of years ago. It's a lot better than last week. You didn't have a game in the midweek, and anytime you got an opportunity to go compete against a good team and in their ballpark, you got a chance to get a little better. And so I would think it's a good opportunity. Even just looking at, if you really want to get technical about it and go RPI and all that stuff, I would think it's pretty good. I don't know exactly where it is, but anytime you win a road game or win road games, it's going to help you. We haven't really done a whole lot of that just yet.
What are your options for starting pitchers? That's for Tuesday.
Yeah. So you got Petty, Tabor Fast, Zach Erdman. Those 3 guys are probably right in the middle of it.
Zach, can you just roll out of bed and reach base 6 times? Go for long stretches and that play, and it seems like every time you play, you do something with the bat.
Well, I just try to do my best to stay ready, and fortunately, things went my way today. Last night they weren't falling, but today they did. So.
And coming off last night's game, how important was it to get that first win, but then down 2, but then come back and to pull off and win? How does that set y'all up for California?
I think really, really good. That would have been pretty demoralizing if we lost today.
For sure.
And I think definitely, like you said, it's building some steam into California. They're a good squad out there, so we gotta be ready to play them.
Yep.
Zach, when did you find out you were going to be in the lineup both games today?
Right before in and out, so like
Yeah.
I don't know, 30 minutes before first pitch.
And Zach, do I have it right? You caught in high school, and did you play second mostly at Navarro?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there's some experience.
What pitch did you hit for the homer?
It was a hanging slider, and I knew he was gonna throw it because he threw it the at bat before. So fortunately, I was able to get a good swing off on it.
Did you know that? I mean, just watching that at bat, or was there conversation would that have been Washburn?
No, because usually I don't ask the lefties because they throw them differently. But my first at bat against that guy, he threw me two sliders, and I was like, my second one was like, I'm not letting him throw that again without me hitting it. So fortunately,
He backed up a lot. He backed up a lot on those back to back, and I think he only threw heater a couple times.
yeah.
Righty's curveball, or slider.
Was it a slider that they struck you out on the previous bat?
It was a splitter actually.
Splitter.
Yeah.
What do y'all have to say about Coach Shadlock's 400th win?
Man, that's awesome. I mean, a guy that can get that many wins as a baseball coach, and with the fans that we have behind us, that's awesome. It's a great accomplishment, and I know our whole staff appreciates him.
Yeah, how cool is it to be a part of that?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know. No, I don't think anyone knew going into it. But I would say a lot of credit to the fans and our support staff, everyone that made this possible. You know, it's not just the 9 guys out there. It's a lot of effort from everyone who you don't see behind the scenes.
Trendon, how do you think you threw the ball today, and what was working for you?
You know, there's always room for improvement going forward, and you know, a couple pitches, plunking guys and stuff like that. You know, comes back and it'll bite you. But just happy that I could, you know, give us a chance to win today and have a chance to go out there and, you know, get a good start for our team, not for me, but for our team, and to try to win a ball game today. I mean, 1-1 going in. This is a tiebreaker for the series, so I was, you know, I didn't think I had my best stuff today, but it doesn't matter if you have your best stuff. You know, just little things in baseball can get outs, and I feel like that's what I kind of did today. And I had Tracer at short, and you know, Vu at second, and everybody behind me that, you know, hey, if it's something that they can get to, they're gonna bust their butt and try to get to it. So it makes it a lot easier as a pitcher going into something knowing that, you know, you got 7 guys behind you that got your back.
And I guess how are you feeling in that starting role? 95 pitches last Sunday, and then 94 today. Just how's your arm feeling?
My body feels good. It's nice to get into a routine of things, and you know, taking, you know, tomorrow off, the next 2 days focusing on pitch shaping, you know, spinning the softball a little bit and stuff like that to get ready to go, so that I give my team a chance to win. That's my goal every time, is to be as best as I can for my team to win.
Is this a goal for you? I mean, is starting something you wanted to do? I mean, obviously you had that closer role last year.
Yes, sir. Last year, you know, that was my role, and you can put me in the starting role in the bullpen or not throwing at all, and I'm happy to be there, man. It doesn't matter to me. I love being in the starter role. That's what, you know, my job was in high school, and I love it. I don't care if I'm throwing in the back half of the bullpen, you know, for 1 out, or in the middle of the game, or starting. It doesn't matter. It's the same mentality. You try to go get guys out.
Obviously a different result from last night. What do y'all feel like was working offensively to get those runs in?
You know, they were just falling today. Last night I didn't think we hit bad. We hit them right at them when we hit them. So today we just got luckier, I guess.